Penans are waging a battle on two fronts simultaneously. On one hand, they are trying to protect their jungle from being destroyed by loggers, while on the other, they are trying their best to get the authorities to provide them with the most basic necessities in life.
Necessities recently visited a Penan village in Ulubaram. The village, Long Lamam, is located about 7 hours away from Miri by road. The reason we made this trip is to talk to the Penans on their plights, on what were the issues they were facing. And upon interviewing many Penans, including the village heads, the children, the elderly, the school-going kids, the farmers, the tribal heads, as well as Penans from nearby villages, we found out that they were indeed facing many problems. They had big issues in obtaining ICs. They are still waiting for their ICs after making an application about 8-9 years ago. They've got still issues pertaining to health. Most of them are suffering new kind of health diseases which they have not heard of before. But their biggest worry is that the surrounding jungle, which had been their world, is facing the risk of extinction anytime soon. Logging is a major issue here. Almost every day they are talking about the loggers coming closer, much closer, inch by inch to their village. Very soon, if no action is taken, they fear they might just be wiped out of this jungle. They don't want that. Neshekini will be running a series of stories on these people and their problems and how they are facing them.
There are some 200 people living in this village, with roughly about 55 households, or Pintu as they call them. Long Lamam is located in a valley surrounded by a thick jungle, making it easy for the villagers to go hunting with a blowpipe, to collect wild jungle fruits and collect jungle products. Some of them have cleared the jungle for farming purposes. On the surface, life seems to be peaceful and pleasant for these villagers, but in reality, there are many deep-rooted problems that threaten to destroy their existence. This jungle is our world, but now development which is taking root here is slowly pushing us to a corner. Long Lamam, as with many other Penan villages in the Ulubaram area, are slowly being squeezed out of existence by rampant logging and the emergence of oil palm plantations. The entire jungle, which has been home to the Penans, has been given away by the state government logging giants. It's not true that we don't want development, but we feel it should not come at the expense of our lifestyle and our trees. For us, these trees are the symbol of our development. It will be a sad day when we are forced to remove from our land by the big logging companies. If we can, we want to talk with them not to destroy our jungle. They will continue logging and we can agree to that. All we want is for us to be reserved our area in the jungle, for us to live and hunt. Balang said that there were major issues which the Penans faced in terms of educating their children or having access to doctors. He said that the children have to stay in school hostels due to the distance, and this worried him and others in the village. We don't know what's happening to them there. Sometimes they are bullied. Some join the wrong people. We can't afford to send them to school from our village daily. It's not just the distance, but also the cost of getting there. And this is where their poverty shines. Every trip out of village to Longsan will cost a person about RM 100 to RM 150 ringgit. And that is simply too expensive for them. And as for the children, although they are entitled to some grants from the schools or the state, in actual fact they hardly see any money. We are asked to pay for so many things in school that the grants given are not enough. There is also fear for the safety of these children when they return home during weekends or holidays. It's not uncommon for some of the girls to be hijacked and sexually exploited by strangers along the timber road. The distance is also hampering the villagers from getting better healthcare. In fact, almost all the villagers at Long Lamam have bad teeth. At the moment, some volunteer doctors do visit these villages, but there is a limit in how often and what form of treatment they can give in a 2-day camp visit. Almost half the villagers here have no My card. Without the national identity cards, the villagers not just face difficulties in applying for government aid, but also to do some of the most basic things, such as seeking a government doctor or even registering their children at schools. It's not that we have not applied, but our applications are still pending. When we ask the National Registration Department, we are told to apply again. Some of the villagers here have been waiting for more than 5 years. Every time we go out to Longsan or Liomatu to apply for a My card, we will have to spend money to go over there. On top of that, we are asked to pay fines or to pay afresh for new applications. Some families have gone roaming in the jungle for weeks to hunt for food, only to come back with almost nothing. As a result, the villagers get by with the minimum that they can farm or hunt. Once again, the abject poverty keeps these villagers from being able to purchase their necessity basic food stuff that they need. As poverty-stricken citizens of the country, they are entitled to claim benefits from the government. But that opportunity too is lost for them.